Hey guys, welcome to True Crime with Tristan.
Today I'm here with my first ever guest. Today we are doing a video, which I've never done before, so hopefully it works out. Hopefully it looks good. We're gonna be covering the Gypsy Rose case today. We're gonna talk about how Dee Dee was murdered, her past, and how Gypsy grew up, and
All the things.
exactly.
All the things.
Your dogs are
Now,
I don't even care.
oh crap! I forgot.
3 feet pics. Screenshot.
So we're
Dancer
gonna.
feet. Sorry.
So before we get started, do you guys have any? What do you guys know about the case? We're gonna start with Emma.
Everything's really
Wait.
a lot. Just pretend like you don't know.
No, just say.
Okay, so what I know about this case is that Gypsy's mom, Dee Dee, kind of forced her to be sick. And then Gypsy and her online boyfriend, her man's Nicholas,
Bunny boy.
like, stabbed her.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
I also made them do research. Wait. I researched this case a lot, and I also watched The Act, and I watched a couple documentaries. But my opinions on this case,
Hey, we're holding hands.
but I can't really say anything about this case because I already know the whole case. But let's hear your opinion, Alexis.
Okay.
Show off.
So I know that they killed the mom, like her and her man's did, which is low-key power move, and then power couple and then she fake sick a lot. She didn't she knew that she wasn't sick, but she still did it. And they're yeah, I don't even know. They faked all. They tricked out all the doctors, So why are we making fun of me? This isn't kindness.
I'm sorry. All right. Okay, so today we're covering a case that I feel like everyone has heard of, but nobody actually understands it fully.
Yeah.
Emma?
So most people know the name Gypsy Rose, but they don't always know why this case is so complicated.
Yeah.
Alexis?
And I feel the more that you learn about this case, the more it comes to light as to what really happened and how bad it really is. Because I feel on the outside it doesn't feel that bad, but the more deep you go, the worse it feels.
Wow. I'm really proud. We're not here to shock anyone. We're just here to kind of explain what happened, and talk about the details. All right, now let's get into the basic overview of the whole case. I'm gonna let Alexis and Emma do this whole part because it's my podcast. You guys hear me all the time, but I don't think you guys have ever heard Emma and Alexis on here. So, who's first? You? Okay.
So we're gonna talk about the abuse. Her mom's name is Dee Dee Blanchard, and that's the girl that they obviously
AKA Claudine.
AKA Claudine, the girl they kind of ended the life of. Oh, they kind of ended the life of. So bye, I guess. And then they can. sorry, that's not okay. So and then they also convinced doctors and she convinced that doctors and the public that her daughter was really really sick, which is not okay. And then some of the diseases that they convinced her, it's not okay. Leave me alone. I don't know what to do. They convinced the doctors that she had leukemia, muscular deformities, and more.
Okay.
Muscular dystrophy. And she was forced into a wheelchair.
Forced medication, and was isolated.
In 2015, Gypsy, with her online boyfriend Nicholas, her online man Nicholas Godejohn, murdered that bitch.
So the legal outcome of this whole, what would we even call it? Ordeal. Fancy words.
Fancy words.
I just said fancy words. Is that Gypsy pleaded guilty, had a little plea deal. She got convicted with second-degree murder and served 10 years. And then her boyfriend Nicholas was convicted of first-degree murder and served a lot more years than she did.
And released in December of 2023, Gypsy Gypsy went out to the public and kind of talked about her experience and this whole, like,
We're gonna expect your
this whole ordeal.
Okay. All right, now we're gonna get into the actual case. Now let's talk about why this case is different. Emma's first.
Most true crime episodes are like, here's the crime and who did it. But this one starts out before anything legal happens and the story.
Yeah.
Alexis.
So, like, I think what's really cool about, or, like, not cool, but, like, crazy about this story is that, like, the crime is almost, like, the end point of the story and not, like, the whole plot, because there's so much more that happens before it that leads up to it, kind of, like, builds it up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's, like, what makes it scary.
And the abuse was not obvious. Like, one of her neighbors, I can't remember her name right now, like, could not tell at all. Like, it was like, how is anyone supposed to know that she wasn't actually being abused and stuff? And that's what makes it really scary, because it could be happening right now and we don't even know yet.
Yeah.
It's like that she had it planned before she even had the child.
Yeah, that's
Because she started it when she was younger. Like, Dee Dee did it to herself. It's called Munchausen by proxy, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Well, that's crazy.
All right, now we're going to talk about Dee Dee's backstory. We'll start with Alexis.
So, like, Dee Dee, like, did not just, like, wake up one day and do this. Like, it's like okay. So
That's a Dee Dee crack.
I hate all of them. Dee Dee did not just all of them, and there's two people here. Dee Dee didn't just wake up one day and do this. Like, she, like, thought about it. She planned it. So, like, let's talk about why she planned it.
You're right. Her real name was Claudine Petre.
You're right.
People who knew her growing up said that she lied a lot, and that's not normal. Did she lie about, like, brushing her teeth? I did that.
I don't know. I think she lied about just like different medical conditions, almost like she did Gypsy. And I think not only was it for money, but it was also for like
Sympathy?
sympathy. Yeah.
Big word.
But it was like not like small lies, like brushing your teeth. It was big dramatic ones that made her look like. It didn't make her look like a victim. It kind of made her look like the hero.
Oh.
Yeah, there's even claims that she made herself, like Tristan said, when she was younger, that she was, like, really sick when she wasn't. So, like, lock in. I don't know how to do this.
Nothing was officially diagnosed, but there were definitely patterns and attention-seeking behavior.
Which this absolutely does not excuse anything, but it kind of helps explain why she did this to Gypsy and why it went on for so long. Mm-hmm. Which, yeah. Now let's get into how Dee Dee convinced everybody. Emma?
One thing people don't talk about enough is that Dee Dee knew medical language.
Which is that's actually fell crazy. On the floor.
Like she had a seizure. She fell on the floor and like she knew medical terms.
Which is actually, when you think about it, she definitely had to study those.
Yeah, but if she knew them as a kid, it's like
it's a little odd for like a 9-year-old.
Well, we don't know anything about their parents, about her parents.
Yeah, like for all we know, their parents could be like drug addicts. Like,
I kind of knew her. I think it was her mom that was a little abusive or something.
Okay,
but she had a hard time growing up,
so she would like cray. That's cray. Hey, it's my turn. Yeah. She knew how to talk to doctors that like sounding suspicious, which I think is really important because if they're not suspecting, suspecting anything, then they're not going to do anything about it, which I think is another factor of how this went on for so long.
Yeah, and another weird thing is that every time like a doctor questioned something, she would move. Like if you know the Gypsy Rose case, you probably know that like when Hurricane Katrina happened, she blamed that on all Gypsy's medical records being lost, which would make it easier for her to like say Gypsy had more stuff because all the medical records were lost.
Well,
Emma?
they were really there.
When they moved, it would be all new doctors, a whole new city, and a clean slate.
I had to burp. Which is honestly terrifying because, like, that's so crazy how you can just, like, trick people and, like, reset the system that easily, which should not be okay, which, like, should not happen because I think there should be, like, more, like, procedures and, like, things to help stop that because that's honestly terrifying.
And I feel like we definitely have grown as, like, a whole community to kind of stop these things since this happened. But I feel like we never really know if it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into Gypsy's childhood.
Yeah, be better, guys.
Be better. Gypsy grew up believing she was sick, or at least she had to act sick for her mother.
Gypsy was forced to use a wheelchair even though she could walk, and
She couldn't talk.
she had to use a wheelchair because her mom forced her to, but she could still walk, which doesn't really make any sense.
I think, here's my opinion on that. I think she knew she could walk, but I think she thought she could only walk for a little bit of time before it started hurting her.
Oh,
I think so.
yeah.
And I think that would also make sense, like, if she tried to walk, and since she was in a wheelchair for so long,
She wouldn't be able to.
yeah, it would be kind of hard for her. But I'm pretty sure behind her mom's back, she did walk a lot.
She did have a lot of, like, medical procedures and, like, surgeries and stuff that she did not need, like, at all. And she also took She also took a lot of drugs and, like, medicine, like, not like bad drugs, like medicine. Well, it was bad in her case, but and like medicine that she did not need, which is really bad for you. Don't do that, guys.
And she had a feeding tube. She had a feeding tube. She had all of her, I'm pretty sure she had all of her teeth taken out and replaced because she needed it. And she was just given all these things that, like, were not she was not allowed to have. Allowed? Is that the right word?
Allowed.
No. And she was
her
also
mom did not allow.
Yeah, and she was also told that she was, like, mentally younger than she was, which totally messed with her. And I'm pretty sure after the Hurricane Katrina thing, her mom aged her down by, like, a year or two. So she thought she was, like, 15 while she was, like, 17.
Oh.
So let's talk about, like, how isolating this would be.
Like, I feel like, whoa, hey guys, I feel like that would, yeah, it's on. I feel like that would, like, suck. Well, I mean, but also, like, this, like, I feel like that would be, like, really bad. But also at the same time, if you don't know any different, it's not gonna be bad for you. Because, like,
she grew up that way.
Yeah, that's how you grow up. So, like, I think in her case, like, if you already, like, know and, like, you went to school for a couple of years, yeah, no, that would suck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was homeschooled by her mom. Or she just
like
didn't.
you. Oh. And then, but I also think that because of the way that that's, like, all she knows, like, that's how she thinks everybody lives. Like, that's just how her perspective on life. I don't think it would be that bad because to her, that's just how life is. Like, that's just her life. So I don't think that she understands, like, what her life could have been. So I think because of that,
she could have been a model. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the worst part about isolation would be, like, knowing what you could be doing or, like, what is happening, but she didn't know.
And we're not saying anybody is, like, completely in the wrong, but I feel like nobody in this whole case was completely in the right either. I feel like there were definitely bad intentions between Nicholas, Gypsy, and Dee Dee all together. Emma?
Going back on the isolation, like, if, let's say,
Isolation train. Sorry.
let's say your mom would.
Mommy Miranda.
Mommy Miranda.
We love you.
We love you, Miranda.
So
Mandy Pat.
she didn't tell you anything. She didn't let you dance. She just made you sit there in a wheelchair, thinking that you were actually hurt. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, that definitely, like, does not do well on her, like, mental problems. Yeah.
And I feel that just gave her more mental problems.
All right. We're about to go back to Emma because we're going to talk about when Gypsy realized the truth.
What really gets me is when Gypsy starts realizing that something's wrong, but she doesn't really know how to fix it.
Alexis.
At this point, like, in the case, she like knew that she could walk, but she stayed in the wheelchair, which is like, oh, you know.
Probably to like hide from her
Yeah,
mom.
probably to hide from her mom, but like it's still like I feel terrible for her. And she also knew that she wasn't dying, which probably gave her a sense of hope.
She also knew that her mom controlled almost everything in her life. Food, movement, money, even age, which, like I said earlier, which I think that's like actually crazy.
Yeah.
If my mom was like that, I would.
Like imagine I
tweak.
told you that you were 10.
Is it? And when you're raised like that, you like can't just leave. You don't know how to just you don't know how to just leave. And it's really hard to even figure out that you're like that your mother is lying to you, because your mother's been there with you like
she's helped you
from the start.
She's helped you through all these things, and you've thought of her as like the hero. People have sympathized for her. People have sympathized for you, and all of a sudden the world just comes crashing down. Everything that you've always known is different. Now let's talk about failed adults and failed systems.
This part pisses me off.
Low-key same.
Hey, you're always supposed to say same. Hey. Hey.
Because there were moments where doctors and social workers would actually get suspicious of Gypsy and her mother.
I'm just kidding. Nope.
Okay, just say.
Why is this case so funny to me?
What? That's so sad.
No, like the fact that like I keep laughing is so bad. Like it's not even about her. It's just the fact that like
That's you. Oh my god.
stop. It was my washing machine. I was like, how can I hear that from down here? But like the craziest thing is like people like knew stop. Oh my god. But they wouldn't follow through long enough to protect her, which is like really sad because like everybody needs somebody to protect them. And now it's Tristan's turn, and hopefully she stops scratching stuff. Like a cat.
Everyone just assumed Dee Dee was like a devoted mother. Like she cared for Gypsy as much as she could. She got her all these medical treatments, and like Gypsy like got all these stuff. Dee Dee got all this stuff, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know where it was. I think it was like somewhere in like Wisconsin. I think. Dee Dee and Gypsy were actually gifted a house. With
Sympathy?
yeah. They were gifted a house by this like what's it called? Like donation thing.
Like a charity.
Like a charity, and it was a huge house. Kind of. It was not that big, but it was big enough. Yeah, for two people. It had a huge wheelchair ramp. It was great. The thing she got for just telling everyone Gypsy was sick and like putting Gypsy on these stuff she didn't need is actually crazy. Like the amount of stuff she got. You guys have anything to say?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like medical abuse is just like so hard to spot, and that's like what makes it so scary because it's so like it's just as bad or like as other kinds of abuse, but it's so much harder to like find and like spot it because
and it's harder to like get out of.
Yeah, because that's like a really big trap you're in. So,
Emma,
everybody can trust caregivers because caregivers help, and it seems like they're doing everything normally. But I feel like caregivers, you don't have to like have as much experience. You could just be there and help if they need help.
Especially like a mom.
Yeah, like a mom. A mom could be a caregiver. And they just kind of trusted her as a caregiver because who wouldn't trust a mother?
Yeah, exactly. And it just looked like she cared so much. And that was the hardest part of Gigi's, Dee Dee's life.
Johnny boy.
I meant Gypsy's life. Let's get into the internet and Nicholas Godejohn.
Johnny boy.
Oh my god.
If we call him Johnny boy, we mean Nicholas.
Yeah, I'm handing it back to Emma.
Once Gypsy finally got online, her whole life changed.
She made a secret Facebook account without her mom knowing.
That was like her first like real taste of like freedom, like like her first like real world experiences, which I think would probably be like really scary. Okay, you guys are like pissing me off.
I'm tickling her toe.
My toe.
What did I do?
You're like
Oh my god. Anyways, that's where she met Nicholas, and back to Emma.
Their relationship was intense, but also very unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't write this, by the way. I don't want to say that. It's so weird.
Just say like what it means.
Tristan wrote.
Okay, no, I'll say it.
No, okay, you say it.
So basically, in like when she first got
You don't
Facebook,
wanna say
after
it
she
either.
met, yeah, I'm just gonna explain it. After she met Nick
Here, I'll say that
or
then.
Nicholas, she met him, and recently there's been a lot of videos coming out that she sent to him, and she had a bunch of wigs because she liked dressing up. So she would send him videos of her either halfway closed, fully closed, or like things showing.
Guys, never send out bad pictures to people because that
They
will
will-
get surfaced.
Yeah.
People will see it.
But yeah. Then let's get into the crime. In 2015, Dee Dee was killed.
Gypsy and Nicholas were arrested soon after.
And that's when the abuse finally like came to light, I guess. Why am I doing this? I'm like, that's bad.
And this is where people split. Some people see Gypsy as the victim, and some see her as responsible. Since this is a PG podcast, I can't really talk about the details, but I'll tell you like the overview. Yeah.
They killed that bitch.
Nicholas headed into Dee Dee's room while in the middle of the night, and Dee Dee had given him a knife, and they had stabbed her in the back, and like the side of the neck a bunch of times.
What do you mean Dee Dee gave?
I meant Gypsy.
Oh.
Gypsy gave him a knife.
Yeah,
not
Gypsy
Dee Dee.
gave him a knife, and Nicholas stabbed her many times in the back, while Gypsy went and hid in the bathroom and plugged her ears. And she almost stopped Nicholas because she almost backed out completely, which that could have changed everything if she just backed out that night.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into the trial and the public opinions. Emma.
Gypsy took a plea deal and went to prison.
Johnny boy. Just kidding, Nicholas. So do you want me to try that again?
No.
Okay. Johnny boy.
Yeah, okay.
Nicholas went to trial and received a much longer sentence considering he was the one that kind of like.
And since then, public debate has not stopped, especially with the resurfacing of this case recently. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, didn't she like just get like released?
She just
Yeah.
got released in 2023.
She got released in 2023, but recently there's been a lot of videos and new case evidence coming out, which go there. There's a bunch of videos on TikTok. I wouldn't watch them, but like research them. Look into this case on your own.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fairness, responsibility, and whether the system understands abuse and like what can change it. The system, like
government.
Yeah. Like some doctors who just like let it go unnoticed, but noticed something and like just didn't tell anybody, which could have stopped it way sooner. Anything?
Like that's like not something.
I feel like it just kind of explains itself.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about media and controversy.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Documentaries and shows have brought attention, but also criticism to this case.
Yeah, some examples is The Act on Hulu. I've seen it. It's kind of good representation.
It's okay. I haven't, but I've heard about it from Tristan right now. Some people feel that Gypsy is like overly sympathetic in the media. It's like I don't really know, but like maybe.
Yeah. And others think she was failed so badly that prison was not the right answer. Maybe she could have just gotten some mental help, but
a psych ward.
Now this is the final discussion. This is kind of sad.
I know. I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah.
Do you think this could have been like prevented in any way?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely could have. What do you think? What should have happened like differently? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
doctors could have definitely stopped stuff.
Yeah, that would have been like, yeah.
But yeah, and how many cases like this do we not know about? There could be so many things happening right now, and we would never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But
I'm sad.
we're here for the outro now. I'm a little sad. I have to leave you guys. This case isn't comfortable, but it's very important to talk about.
It reminds us that abuse doesn't always have to look violent.
Sometimes abuse can look like really good care.
And this was
True
Crime with Tristan.
And Emma and Alexis. The papas.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I kind of want to do another episode with you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe today, maybe later.
Let us know.
Let us know if you guys want.
What I'm talking about. It's
I know.
like let me know.
Let us know if you want any more episodes about cases like this, or you just want more episodes with more guests. I feel like I'm a little more depressing when I'm alone. I sound a little sad.
I had nightmares one night.
Whoa!
I feel like the little kid kiss. I was like, I'm a kid.
Oh, the John Benet Ramsey.
Yes.
That's when we were on FaceTime and I started screaming, except I was gonna get murdered.
Oh, and now you guys, would you guys want to do any specific cases together?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've researched a lot of the John Wayne Gacy,
That was me.
but we might have to do that one eventually later because I have a huge notebook written down a bunch of research with that.
I know what I want to do.
What?
The Zodiac killer guy.
Oh yeah,
That would be a little violent.
but
That would be
Yeah.
PG-13.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off.
Okay,
Her lips were cut off. Her tongue was cut off.
Okay, but yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this case. If you want us to cover more of the more recent stuff with Gypsy, we can totally do that.
There's more recent stuff?
Yes, all the videos and stuff I told you about.
Like a...
Yeah.
Oh.
There's more recent,
And if you want us to cover more of Nick Godajohn's life, we can totally do that.
Johnny boy!
Johnny boy!
But yeah, this was the Gypsy Rose case. Thank you for watching. Wave. Bye!